Alright guys, in this video for the Learning to Read the Charts episode 10 series, we're going to talk about better pattern recognition and pattern plays, because that's what I do a lot. I do a lot of pattern recognition and then make plays off of those patterns. So here's how you can get better at recognizing patterns. Number one, I've been playing chess. I did 1,000 puzzles yesterday. That's right. I sat there for hours doing 1,000 puzzles, 500 standard puzzles and 500 extra hard puzzles. Of those 1,000, I think I got like 600 of them right and 400 of them wrong. Was I scared? No. Was I concerned? No. Was I crying because I wasn't getting things right? No. I understand that in order to get good at chess, I have to do a lot of puzzles and I have to be wrong so that I can learn and improve. Being wrong is part of the game. Being wrong is okay. That's how you learn and improve. I just wanted to make that I just wanted to let you know that I did 1,000 chess puzzles and I got almost 50% of them wrong. And at no point was I angry. Was I, did I lose determination? I just kept going because I know this is how it is, right? So same thing. I don't expect you to do 1,000 chart readings. That's not what I'm asking of you. But if you want to take this seriously and be really good at reading charts and be able to look at a chart and instantly know, like, hey, I can look at a chart and instantly know whether it's a good play or not without having to do any kind of drawings, right? Because if you guys watch my analysis, I literally, like once a week, I'll go over my watch list and literally I'll do this. I'll just go over my watch list and be like, let's see what's a good play, guys. No. Oh, maybe, but actually no. Like you literally see me do that because within literally a second, I know whether it's a good play or not just off of the chart that pops up. Same thing in chess. If you solve the same chess puzzle 100 times, within a second of the chess puzzle appearing, you already know to take that queen over to that, whatever square, and you're going to get the checkmate, and that's it. It's instant. It's instant because you've done that chess puzzle so many times that it's just, you already know it. It's kind of like when you learn multiplication. I don't know how you guys learn multiplication because some of you are international. But in America, I learned multiplication by writing it down a lot. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 25 times 5, etc., right? 15 times 15 is 225. Like 10 times 10 is 100. Like it's automatic, right? It's automatic. Why? Because you've written it down. You've done that same problem so many times that when someone says 15 times 15, it's 225. You don't got to sit there and be like, 15 times 10, 150. Then 15 times, wait, what was it? 15 times 5 is 75. And then you add that to 150 and it's 220. Like you don't have to think about it. It's automatic because you've done it so many times. And to get to that point, you got to do a lot of chart readings. I'm not asking you to do 1,000 chart readings like I did 1,000 puzzles. I'm beating the shit out of Joey Shaw right now in the tiebreaker game because he hasn't done any puzzles. I have. So now I see things that I haven't before. I think some of you look at charts and you don't see what I see. Why? Because you got to put in the work. So here's how you put in the work, and I'm going to give it to you straight, right? So how do you get good at reading charts really super fast like I do? Where you just like literally go like this. No. Oh, that's going to drop. No. Like you guys have seen me make videos where I literally go one by one and go, oh yeah, Soundhound for sure. It's at the purple line. It's a buy. Like, let me show you how to get that to that point. I want you to wake up every day, write this down. Wake up every day and just do 10 chart readings. Just read 10 charts and apply technical analysis. You're going to be wrong. You're going to do technical analysis on 50 charts and 25 of those you're probably going to be wrong. And that's okay. I did 1,000 puzzles. I was wrong on almost half of them. But I was never discouraged. I know it's part of the process of getting better. You're going to be wrong and that's okay. That's the most important thing that I want you to take away from this. You're going to be wrong and that's okay. That's okay. You will improve and you will get better. Now let's continue here. So how do you... this is what I want you to practice so you get better at recognizing patterns. I want you to grab the price range tool, right? Grab the price range tool. If you've been watching these series of videos, you should already know how to use this tool. Hopefully you're not skipping around. All right, so I want you to go to the purple line and I want you to measure from the low where it touched the purple line to the most recent high. Okay, and now do that again. Go backwards in time. So let's see, it touched it here. No, did it touch it? Here's the new high. This is the low. Where did it touch it? It touched the purple line here, high to low, 25%. Then it touched the, where did it touch the purple line? It touched it here, and then went up here. Touched it, well, it just stayed under, so it never really did anything. Then you go back in time a little further. It touched it down here, ran to, you know, the moon, 423%. So there you go. So what do you notice, guys? What do you notice? This is what I want you to do. It's that simple. Go work backwards in time. Find the low where it touched the purple line and measure to the new high. And that'll start giving you some information. Very important information, by the way. Now you know, because you did these measurements, hey, SoundHound, when it comes to that purple line, it's a buy. And it moves 100%. Here it moved 25%. Here it moved 12%. Not much, but you know there's money to be made. And that's the most important thing. And then here it touched the purple line, went sideways around it. But really, it doesn't matter. The point is it was at the purple line and ran 434%. And you can just keep doing this if you want to keep going back in time even further. But by doing this, you recognize, is there opportunity here? Well, where are we? Are we at the purple line? Yes. And every time we come down here, it's always a moneymaker at minimum 12%. But sometimes it goes hundreds of percentages. So now you know, like, you can even write that down. SoundHound, there's potential for 12% to 400%. But the most important thing that you haven't recognized probably is the fact that it's creating higher highs, right? I want you to take note of that. Look, 12%, 25%, 100%. What's going on as we go along in terms of as time goes by? Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're slowly getting bigger and bigger returns as we move along, as we climb higher. So 12% return here, then you would have made 25, then 100%. Hypothetically, of course, because you're only going to capture a meat of the move. You're not going to time the absolute top, nor the bottom, right? The bottom was $6.52, but we're never going to time the bottom. So the next best thing is the purple line, which is why I bought today. But yeah, so you know that it's creating higher highs over the long term, because that's the only way it's going to give you bigger returns as we move along. So we're at the purple line, and the high was at 22. So the next time it runs to like 22, let's say, it just goes back to the high. There's a 63% return potential. You can even measure it from that to, let's say you want to sell for 100% return. It needs to go to 26. And just like that, you kind of came up with a game plan, right? Now you know a lot of information. Number one, it's been slowly going higher over the long term. When it touches the purple line, it's a buy, and you can make quite a bit of return if you're willing to hold for the big move. Another thing you learned is that the stock is at the purple line, and we know that's where the opportunities are, number one. Number two, if it goes back to the previous high, that's 63% return. If it goes further and you want to be a little greedy and you want 100%, you have to wait for 26. Obviously, it's safer to take the 63%, because if it does go back to highs, 63% is 63%, right? I try not to be greedy. A lot of people are greedy and they hold, and then it comes down, and instead of taking the 63%, they end up taking only the 30% because they were being greedy and wanted more. So how you play it is up to you at that point. But you have you basically just came up with a game plan. I mean, it took me a while to explain all this. Obviously, for me, it's really fast, right? You guys have seen my videos. You know I'm really fast. I would just tell you, yep, it's a buy at the purple line, sell at the top here at previous high, 64% return potential. If it goes to 25, then 100% return potential. No stop loss. That's it for the video, guys. Boom. Within 10 seconds, I just gave you the game plan. But obviously, because I'm explaining it to you, and I'm assuming you're a beginner, even though most of this is going to go over your head until you actually, sit down and practice, hundreds of charts, thousands. Once you do 1,000 chart readings, you're going to be a pro. You're going to be like, holy shit, I can do what Shades does. I just look at a chart and instantly know what's going on with it. I instantly know if it's a play. I instantly know if it's a trash stock or what kind of stock, what category it belongs to, whether it's, good, bad, trash, risky, not risky, safe, etc. So there you go. Entry, purple line, sell target, previous high up here at around 22, and potential return 63%. Keeps climbing higher over the long term. What's the problem? And then you can do the financial analysis and look at the financials, and if their revenues are growing, what is there to be afraid of? What do you need a stop loss for? And that's how you do technical analysis the shades way, the easy way. This is the easy way. We're not even adding we're not adding support or resistance or trend lines or none of that garbage. Keeping it simple. So start doing that. Go every morning, go do 10 chart readings the way that I showed you. And over time, you're going to improve and get better. You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Part of the game. I did 1,000 chess puzzles, got 400 of them wrong. I don't give a damn. I know I have to make mistakes to grow and improve. That's just how it is. When you have that kind of mindset, you can go very far in life in whatever you put your mind to. So let's look at one more chart. Let's look at Tesla, right? That's a favorite. People like Tesla. So you would grab your tool here, this one at the top, price range tool, right? Price range, just showing it to you because you might be a beginner and don't know what the hell is going on. So let's go to the purple line, touched it here and moved to a high and it made it, wow, a nice, goddamn, that's 50% on Tesla. That's crazy. And then touch the purple line. Let's see, technically, so you then touched it here. You made 15% here. Touched it again here. It moved like 5%. Then it touched it again here. Oops. And then 8%. And then it had the big move. All right. So over the course of, well, here it touched it again. And it only moved 15% to the high. Like you can just do this over and over again. Wow, here it ran huge, right? Here it ran 100 and oops. Here it ran from purple line to high 128%. Purple line to here 28%, 39%. So you can do that, and then you can look and zoom in on the most recent, moves and be like, wow, this one from the purple line, there's about 8% to 15% to be made just on the consolidation around Tesla. Obviously, if you're buying calls, then damn, you can make way more, right? But we're assuming shares and we're playing it with infinite time. No calls because calls have expiration dates, and I prefer infinite time that comes with shares. So yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the purple line, it likes to consolidate around it, and there's about 5 to 15% to be made. Now you know that. Now you know, like, hey, if it comes down to purple line, don't be afraid. Buy some and hold for 5%. And if it keeps going, then hold for 10% and then 15%. You can make a game plan around trading the consolidation around the purple line. But you also know that it loves to have these big pumps off of it, right? Here's the big pump, 50%. Here had a big pump, moved 100%. Here had some good pumps here for 28 to 39%. So based off of this data, you would delete everything and be like, I think there's potential here for 28 to 50%. And maybe even 100%. So you would wait for that purple line. It comes down to the purple line, and you would be like, from purple line to the previous high, that's a 30%er. That's not bad because we know that it likes to do that. But if it goes to new highs, then we would see this go to 500, which would be about a 45%er. So that would be your target right there. Either you buy at the purple line and hold for 467 for the 28 to 30%, or you hold for new highs for a nice 45 to 50%. You wouldn't want to be greedy and shoot for 100% because this is the more expensive the stock, the harder it's going to be for it to make that 100% move. 100% move would have to go to 800. That's just not going to happen. That's just ridiculous. And if it does happen, it'll happen like over like a really long period of time. You're just looking to take advantage of the pumps off the purple line shorter term. So just like that, you did analysis on Tesla and you know, hey, if it comes to the purple line, buy at purple line, hold for 30 to 45%. If you want to be greedier, hold for the 45 to 50%. If you want to be safer and just, take the money and run when it hits that next target, that first target, I should say, take the 28%. Now, this isn't guaranteed. Obviously, this isn't guaranteed, but looks good, right? It looks like it's in your favor because it's just been going higher over the long term. You can even zoom out and see the purple line, right? from purple line to high, 68%. From purple line to high, 162%. From purple, where did I touch it here? From purple line to high, 44%. So you can see, like, over the long term, it keeps going higher. Right now, it's at a very important level. You would notice this. You would be like, mate, wait, why haven't we created a new high here? We need to break above 500 to go to the next level. So to go to 550 and 600 to create that new high. But this is a big level because this is where we got pushed down from 434 for 221, which was nothing more than a dip buying opportunity. But if you wait for the purple line, it doesn't even matter. If it doesn't break out to new highs above this big level here at 483, you don't care because guess what? You take profit when it comes back up to that level. Guess what? You still make your 30%. That's why it's better to play it safer than greedy, because some people like to be greedy. But there you go. This is why I always tell people to buy calls at purple lines. Buy your leaps at purple lines. It's the safest thing you can do. Again, nothing's guaranteed. The whole point is just to practice your analysis, and that analysis will lead to a game plan of sorts. And then you can go from there. You have your entry at the purple line, sell at 30% profit, and rinse and repeat. That's it. That's your analysis. That's how you do it. And you build up the pattern recognition by doing it over and over again. That's all it is. It's boring. I get it. It's like, it's going to sound like homework because you're like, oh, I got to wake up and then I got to go to Sybil and then I got to do all this analysis. Let's see, high to low, low to high, low to high. And you just got to do all this and then low to high. And then you'll realize, like, wait a minute, man, this thing loves to move minimum 100% once it touches that purple line to high. It doesn't matter that it goes under it, but every time from purple line to high, it makes 100% move. Oh my God. And then when it tanks real cheap, nobody wants it. And it's nothing more than a buying opportunity. Because you make way more, obviously. You make way more if you're buying at 002s because, you would have made like 500% on this move instead of 130%. Surprise, surprise. You're actually you should be more excited when it gets cheaper than when it gets more expensive. Funny enough. So there you go. I just did quick Sybil analysis. That's what you got to do. Do it for whatever stock you like. Just keep doing it. Keep practicing it. Eventually, you won't have to do all this. It'll be automatic. You can just tell by looking at the chart. It's under the purple line. It's a buy. And it's a moneymaker. It always pushes it always pumps huge. And yeah, there you go. Here, it's nobody wants it because it's dropping, same as the last time. And then it comes down to like 002s. Nobody wants it. Everyone's scared. And then boom, goes to new highs or goes to, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to go to new highs. It just goes. It fluctuates over the long term and goes above the purple line. And you make your money. You make your 100%, 50%, 300%, whatever. It depends on where you buy. Obviously, if you blew your load and loaded up everything here at the purple line, well, that's you're still going to make money. It's just obviously it's better to spread out your buys and buy as it goes lower and stop trying to time things. That's why I'm still going to have to add like another 4K on Sybil. Like, I have not bought my full position. So that's why I spread out my buys. Always spread out your buys, guys, if you're not trying to time things. That's it for the video. Hopefully this is helpful. Again, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Measure from purple line to high and figure out from there what the game plan is. Now, if it looks like garbage, then don't bother with it, obviously. Like, if you do analysis on color and you measure from purple line to high, wow, 1,800%, wow. Purple line to high, 37%. Purple line to high, 27%. And then purple line to nowhere because it has not gone to a new high since June. So it's actually doing the opposite. It's actually touched the purple line and just keeps going lower. And yeah, so if you see a stock like this where it's like under the purple line and it never comes back above it, and it's been more than 3 months, then it's garbage, right? Like, if you buy at the purple line, you're literally losing money, negative 51%. Let's say you buy close to the purple line here, negative 47%. Like, you can see the difference, right? Like, when it was pumping, yes, there was money to be made. When it was going sideways, there's still money to be made, about 27 to 30%, sure. But once it's trending to the downside, you're actually losing 50% every time you buy at the purple line and then you hold it all the way down and take the loss for some reason. I mean, you would be screwed. You're just losing money, right? That's the point. So if you see a stock like this, like this trending to the downside, and it never goes above the purple line, or it just touches it and then goes lower, then it's just trash. Don't bother with it. So you got to, again, you're going to see charts that are just garbage. You're going to see charts that are incredible. You're going to see stocks that just keep going up and you're like, wow, why don't I just buy this? It literally just keeps going up. You're going to learn all this, again, as you do your analysis. That's just part of the game. Like I said, I was wrong on 400 of the 1,000 chess puzzles. And, it is what it is. You're just going to have to learn and make mistakes, and that's okay. If your analysis is wrong, you'll know. You'll know because you're going to be like, oh, God, I took a loss. What the hell? And then you look at your analysis and you'll know, like, oh, I read it wrong. I did my analysis wrong. I'm going to do better next time. Obviously, with me by your side, I can help you not have to go through that painful part of having to be wrong on your analysis and taking losses. Because I had to go through that because no one taught me. I had to learn all this on my own. But so just reach out to me if you ever feel like, I don't know about this. My analysis here, is this analysis correct? So let me know if you ever need just for me to look over your shoulder and make sure to tell you like, oh yeah, you're doing right. You're doing okay. Your analysis was good. It was spot on. And if you're wrong, I'll tell you, oh, no, this is how you're looking at it wrong. You're supposed to do this instead. I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't expect you to have the speed that I have. I don't expect you to, be able to do it like I do. But you will get there. It just takes time to build those pattern recognitions and to build your recognition of patterns and get to that point where everything's automatic. And once you recognize patterns like this, you'll be able to recognize all the other patterns that are out there, right? You'll be able to recognize like MACD patterns, RSI patterns, all the other patterns that exist. Chart patterns, right? Formations of triangles, wedges, whatever you want to call them, ascending triangles. You'll start to, you'll start to find those. But first, focus on this, because this is the most important thing, is recognizing where the money's at, which ones keep going higher from the purple line, and you'll get rid of probably a lot of your stocks, because a lot of you hold a lot of garbage. Like a lot of you, if you showed me your watch list, I would probably dump like 90% of your watch list in the garbage, and the other 10% I'd be like, yep, those are good. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have a lot of garbage stocks in your watch list. But once you do this analysis, you're going to be like, damn, I can't believe I was going to trade this color stock that just keeps going down, and I'd be losing negative 50% every time I buy at the purple line because it just never goes above it. It just keeps going under it and lower. That's all I got to say. I could keep going on and on. My voice is tired. Hopefully you learn from this. I'll see you in the next one.